Passa nella sirena.
Good. So we are in St. Mark's right now. We're having an awesome night. We get try